Hello, folks. How we doing? Are we getting an angry stream? Yes. Oh, I'm in a bad mood with all of you. No, that's not true. But I had you going for a second there, didn't I? I'm so mad. I am mad about it's about something quite serious. So it's probably going to be a downer to talk about it. But otherwise, I'll just be shouting at people for no reason. Um, about this UK press Jason Arday situation. I need to kill the music. Kind of fun music while I'm complaining. It's fucked me off so much. I wasn't really following it while it was happening, and then I saw the news that he'd died, and then I, I I've subsequently been seeing reports from people doing actual journalism, not like the fucking pedophile vampires at the top of the UK press, and going back and verifying claims that he'd made about doing marathons and charity work and so on, and finding contemporaneous news reports confirming that he did those things like 10 years ago. Like, so I haven't really fully looked into the plagiarism side of it. I know that he was accused and cleared by his university. And they said it was like not, I don't know what, like middling or something like that, like improper citation or whatever. And I didn't even know that he'd been cleared over it. But regardless of like how serious that was, like at the worst, what's the like? Let's say he just copied his entire thesis, right? Then what should follow from that? He loses his job, which he did. He stepped down, and then that's the end of it, right? What's that? That's what? That's a news story, maybe in a local paper. What? Why is it national press for weeks after he's already quit his job? And that's in the worst case. There's so many elements about this that really piss me off, you know. I found it incomprehensible why so many newspapers wanted me to know about this minor college controversy. It's because at all the UK press are all deeply racist people, And the idea of a black professor at all is like an abomination to them. They hate that so much. So the idea that one might be a fraud is cocaine to them. They love it. Imagine if after exactly, yeah, it would be like if James Somerton deleted his YouTube channel and then H bomb was like, here's the new James Somerton video every day for months. At a certain point, you'd be like, all right, that's enough now, you know? But yeah, with Jason Arday, they picked through his whole life being like, oh, well, he clearly didn't run that marathon. Oh, he clearly didn't do that charity work. He clearly didn't play for that football club and so on. And started just tearing apart everything, even things that were completely true and have since been verified. It's fucked up. And the worst thing is, like, the person who put the press onto this is another fucking Human Diversity Foundation freak. Billionaire funded fucking Nazi. And I take something personally that I shouldn't. But I hate that. For instance, right? Say uh, uh like I made a video, right? About Lawrence Krauss's book, which has like dozens of fucking professors in it, and you can go through that and be like, here are how all of these people had links to Jeffrey Epstein and his fucking child abuse ring, and how they were taking money from this sex trafficker. And here are all the terrible things they've done, and here are all of the receipts. That's not fucking national news. That doesn't get in the papers, does it? Well, some Nazi goes, here's some minor story about a black professor, and it gets in the actual press for weeks. Like the sort of imbalance of it is ridiculous. It's offensive to, to me. You know, it's like, and people act like these fucking Nazi freaks are like, oh, what master manipulators they must be to put the press onto this. Is no, the British press aren't being tricked. They are also Nazis. They are like deeply fucking white supremacist evil freaks, and they love it. They like that they've killed this man. They will be laughing about it behind the scenes. Like, they haven't been hoodwinked by some like white nationalist funded by billionaires. Like, if they're given even an inkling of here's a black person who you can make a villain, in particular a black person who they see as having stepped out of line because he's, as they see it, pretending to be an intellectual. Like, that is a deeply upsetting inversion of the natural order to them, and they have to destroy it. Another reason this has annoyed me so much is because very recently, Rod Liddle died. And Rod Liddle was a paedophile, racist wife beater. And he got fucking lauded in the press after he died. A brilliant, outspoken visionary who, oh, he might have been a little controversial at times, but he was a powerful voice for truth and always spoke his mind. He fucking beat his pregnant girlfriend. He wrote articles about wanting to rape school children. He was a monster. Like, the things he did are 100 times worse than even the worst allegations against Jason Arday. But it's not fucking front page news every day. Rod Liddle said this horrible thing, is it? He's in the paper writing for them. We are Rod Liddle, we carry the flag. Exactly. Just going from Rod Liddle's like the whole press lining up to suck off his pedophile corpse to hounding Jason Arday to death for a comparatively insignificant minor accusation makes me sick. Like it honestly makes me feel physically sick. Like the Americans, right? When Brits complain about the press and you see Americans being like, "Oh, I see it's the same over there," you have no idea how much worse it is in the UK. Like honestly, like the American press, like, is perfect compared to the. You should treasure what you have over there because it can always be 100 times worse. You should get angry more often. It's not good for my blood pressure. I feel very. I feel ill just with how sickened I am by the state of journalism in this country. Chemistry will help distract you. Our biggest selling paper at Topless Women on P. They used to put fucking 16-year-olds topless in the paper. Like, the people who write for, especially the tabloids, but any press in the UK, including the BBC up to the highest levels, it's all of it. The only journalists in the UK are like, I work at the fucking something Gazette in a place you've never even heard of. There are no news journalists in the UK above that level who aren't actual demons in human skin. Are you gonna make a video about art? Well, that's the thing. I am coming towards, like, I'm wrapping up the last two things I did. Oh, but I don't know if I want to be angry that long. Oh, I don't know. It's very dispiriting. It's just like, what do you do when the entirety of the news media is like 100% lockstep bastards, you know? Like, there's no light. Yeah, I saw that, Glaucus. I reposted that on Blue Sky. And that's just par for the course of what they're like. It's like there's no morality. Like, if they see an angle for a story, especially like a lurid story, like, it's not even reporting the news because they're creating the news by, like, here's a desperate person who I am going to, like, lure into prostitution and then put out a story. This person is a prostitute. Like, but it's because of you. Like, you did that. Like, it's like there's a reason that they don't, or they're not supposed to let the police entrap people. Like that. What's? Ugh. There's the tabloid that hacked into the phone at the murder. Yeah, like we really learned nothing in this country. Like there's like press inquiries and just nothing gets better. You could argue the British press killed. Oh, they did, yeah. Like they hound people to death, like quite literally, and they like that they do it. Like it's not an unintended consequence. Like they enjoy it. Like the I don't know, just the bleakness of it. The auto logs kicked in. Bleep bloop. Now they're just talking to each other. Oh. What's to be done? Like, see, the thing, I could be like, okay, I can make a Jason RJ video and I can piss off a lot of Americans and make them all think, wow, the British press really is shit. But what? It won't, like, I don't know, it won't do anything. Why would I even think I could do anything about it? It's like, I want to do something. Well, I can't do anything. Oh, it's annoying. There's like there's an irritating aspect to it, which is that like I feel quite egotistical talking about it even, but it's like journalists who have a much smaller like ability to get people to see a story than I do. Like if I make a video and it gets however many views, like I've got more social media followers than these people. Like they are in terms of outreach globally very minor, but what they have is very concentrated even within a particular system, right? Because their parents were rich and they didn't do anything with their lives, so they got handed a free journalism job where they can fart out some fucking bigoted screed every weekend and get paid 300 grand a year for it, right? Like, they are useless bigots, but they have connections. And if you have connections in that system, you are untouchable. Like Rod Liddle, for instance. Like they like that Rod Liddle was a pedophile and beat women. Like they enjoy that. It's like there's one hard thing to convey the evilness of these people. It's not like because Rod Liddle was in the right circles and had the right contexts, had the right contacts. Even I'm so mad I can't even talk today because he was connected. They overlooked the fact that he was a paedophile. They overlooked the fact that he was a wife beater. No, that's not true. They like that he was those things because they enjoy demonstrations of power of the powerful over the powerless, right? The power hierarchy comes before everything else for them, and they like seeing it reinforced. This is part of the. They say the cruelty is the point with regards to Trump and co, and that's why, because it's seeing their hierarchy, their worldview in which there are betters and there are lessers reinforced, and the more like the greater the sort of power imbalance, the better. They're dabbing on us. Yeah. Like they enjoy the fact that they can get away with writing in the paper that they want to rape school children. That's good to them. And they enjoy the fact that like Rod Little beat his pregnant girlfriend, and that they can decide whether or not he continues to have a career after that. It's all about where you are in the power hierarchy and where if you're in the in group or the out group. So the like Rod Little wanting to molest kids, that's good to them because it's a powerful man in their in group doing something to someone less powerful. It's like it's not that they can get away with these excesses, it's that they should. It's right to. And on the exact inverse of that is a black man, as they see it, pretending to be a professor because he is a lesser and he should not be acting as if he is an intellectual. And so that needs to be destroyed. Like the evilness of it is I've been streaming for 25 minutes. I haven't done anything apart from rant about how much I hate the British press. uh, like I'm not allowed to say on Twitch what they deserve. Even if I say no one should ever break the law and you should always abide by whatever the laws are in wherever you live. But separately to that, they would deserve something in a moral sense. I'm not allowed to say that, but I'm sure you can all imagine. Nuremberg came to mind for me. It was like, how do you sort of clean a system that grotesque? You know, like how do you? It's not like you can just fire like a few newspaper heads and then let their fucking underlings step up into the position. Like the whole system needs to be completely like there needs to be a top to bottom like total shift, and I have zero idea how you do that. I think part of the I have a thing where like the U.S. press they're actors for the most part, right? Bigots go into independent media, like if they're like committed bigots. Mainstream press they're actors. They come on set, they read lines. They may as well be in a TV show. They don't care what they're saying. It's like they're just mouthpieces for hire. The British press is like there's an aristocratic bent to it where they occupy the like they are courtiers like in a royal court. Like it's not a job to them, it's like a calling. It's like that signals their position in society. Ugh. That's why you can buy British politicians and journalists so much cheaper than the Americans. Like, I get embarrassed about that. You know, like the Americans when they're bribed, when you bribe an American politician, it's costing you a lot. When you bribe like someone in the UK, like in politics or media, it's like with tickets to a football match or an upgrade to first class on a train or some shit like that. But it's not the monetary value, it's the signal of proximity to power, right? Like it's almost like an old kind of it's like from the ancient world. You know, it's like giving symbolic gifts to signal relationships. The bribes seem like a formality. Exactly. It's like the point is the connection. You know, like there are journalists in this country who would rather be given a minor thing by someone in power than be bribed with £1 million by someone who has no proximity to power. Like it's about signaling where you are in the in group. That you're part of the right circles. Claimed to be left wing and was publishing anti immigrant articles in the Mail to get a foot in the door to journalism. See, I'm not surprised that she expected everyone to be okay with that. Because, like, what do you. I don't know why you'd want a foot in the door to journalism. I actually went, before I knew what the press was like, I went to college to study journalism, to be a journalist. I went there for about 6 months and I quit because I got an inkling of what it was like. Like, and I went and did something else. But that's I feel like if you do have a sense of morality, but you're out immediately. Like I didn't even make it through the fucking journalism course. I didn't. Like I didn't even like, and that was my journalism teacher told me. Well, he told the whole class, not just me, but he told us a couple of stories, and he told it. One of the stories he told us was that I might have talked about this on stream before. Maybe I should talk about this if I make a video about it. I just worry that because it's me saying this, people will think I was making this up or something. I'm definitely not. But he told two stories when he was talking about. It was in the context of impartiality, is kind of how he framed this, right? So you're saying there's times where you really want to speak, but you have a duty to just report things, like instead of getting involved yourself. And one story was that he had been working on a news story about a particular building company that was essentially conning elderly people into giving away their homes in some sort of shady land deal, right? So it was like they needed something. They were going to make these old people promises to get them out of their homes, and then the land was going to be worth way more because of some business deal or transport link or something like that. And he was working on this. And he interviewed the person principally behind the scheme, who was quite open about what he was doing and was talking in a way that infuriated the journalist teacher. And he said, after I interviewed him, I went and just ranted and raved in my car because I was so mad at him. He was like so angry that this man was doing such an immoral thing. And then he said, before that story went out, his boss called him and told him to kill it, right? He said, don't run that, because the company that owns that building company has just purchased advertising space in the paper. So now we can't run it. And he told this like, he had to bury his feelings in order to carry on working there after this, because it's like something horrible's happened, but he's now not allowed to report on it. The other story he told was that he was working in London for a newspaper. A family had been killed somewhere in like a neighbouring city. It was like a few hours drive out of London, and his boss sent him there to cover the story. And midway there, he got another call from his boss who said, "Turn around, it doesn't matter." And he said, "Why?" And he said, "The family was black, so it's not worth covering it," is how he phrased this. And I just quit after, because like they were like horror stories to me. They were not like stories of here's what you might have to put up with in order to make it in this industry. It was like that's like if you can deal with that, I think you there's something deeply fucking wrong with your moral compass, and it's like selecting for people who can accept that sort of thing. I do appreciate the teacher being honest in a way. Yeah, like I appreciated it because I was like, all right, this fucking sucks. It's not for me. Like I in either of those cases, I would like it would kill me to be expected to put up with either of those things, you know? And I feel like similarly, anyone else who isn't completely pure evil, not to toot my own horn or anything, uh, thinks fuck this and leaves. Did you ask the teacher if they wasted their life? No, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to have not wasted mine. I suppose. I don't know how you carry on after like encountering stuff like that, you know. Anyway, how am I going to be able to climb down off the ledge here and go about solving silly puzzles? I'm like really fucked off. You get set up to justify it yourself once and then another time, and before long you yeah, like I don't know how like it's just spiritually draining, you know. Like I hate my own proximity to it. Like it bums me the fuck out talking about either British politics or the British press. Oh, like I feel like it just feels like such an intractable problem that even if the rest of the world somehow gets on the same page and solves all their problems and institutes some sort of like global communist utopia, they're gonna have to invade the United Kingdom and arrest our journalists. Like, and it would be good. I would support that. That would be good if that happened. We need some sort of external force to come and completely reset our entire like press. Like I at a certain point it's so rotted that like you can't just paint over it. Like we can get the entire world on the same page, and then there's England. Honestly, it's the sense of despair I feel looking at it is like it makes the United States, which is itself uh, like decaying neoliberal rot, like end of empire hellhole. That looks like a fucking flourishing democracy compared to us. Like, oh, the opportunity and possibility in America compared to the United Kingdom, it looks like a fucking paradise. Ugh. Whale V3 equal. I have no idea where I am with this. What were we doing last time? What are whales? You guys have had longer to really accumulate the mold spores. Yeah, it's like at the very least, power in the states pretends to be divided into different camps. At the very least, you get the sort of the entertainment of watching the play fight. We don't even have that. We just have there's only one way to be, and that's it. Anyway, so sorry. I'm not going to be able to focus on this. See, this is what PUBG was for. I should have played PUBG today. Them very visibly getting more and more extreme is building up some kind of reaction potential. Oh, I hope so. I really hope so. I'm not saying I'm correct. It's just when I look at it, I just see a sort of intractable, immovable pit of despair. And that's probably just me doom spiraling a bit. I'm gonna F-man Dave. I'm gonna trust your judgment. Fuck, I am gonna make it. I'm gonna make everything I just said in the last 40 minutes. I'm gonna make into a video, but you know, maybe soften some of the language a bit. I don't know if I can get away with calling them pedophile vampires, even though that's what they are. Um. Yeah. Okay. Right. Reset now. You can call Rod Little a pedo. I mean, he is. Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm mentally resetting. Here we go. I am now going to focus on solving these problems in the computer This was about something halving. And then this is 0 0.5, 0 0.25, 0 0.125, 0 0.0625, etc. So 0 0.5 variable 3 to the power of variable 2 multiplied. I don't know what that means. But if it's it's just halving every time, right?
Hello there.
Find the albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins which jut from the mist-shrouded Lake of Lyonia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I am sure.
Gideon Ofnir would work for a UK tabloid. He's the sort of fucker. 0 0.5 to the power. Oh yeah, yeah. I need to insert a mental break here. This I do not understand. What's variable 2? Here. What is this? etc. If v3 equals 8. Oh no, this I do not understand. Although it's a statement, so, you know, you can flip a coin. I was right. And I understood it perfectly. And I paid attention and definitely wasn't thinking about, you know, snapping particular things. Okay, we got cakes, we got whales. Cake whale. And something new now, which is not new. Brute forcing. Brute. That's what this one is. You can't brute force a coin flip. It's one or the other. Brute equals cake whale. Jesus Christ. I might have to go back and try and figure out what the hell cake and whale mean. Then again, you know, or we could just keep plowing on. Yeah, we definitely get it down here. Please keep sending signals. We definitely get it. XYZ and brute. So brute is another, like, coordinate. What's XYZ? What's the next dimension after X, Y, and Z? Is this time? What is this? I don't know. Is it time? I'm okay. I'm penciling in time. That's then again, they have a different ordering of dimensions than us, don't they? Well, we can see because they usually are like, huh. We were doing half-lives, right? So you can use those to measure time, can't you? Because don't they decay at a particular set rate? Time. What do you mean? They mean time as a concept. Time. That which comes before and inevitably comes after. The independent variable of existence. The natural progression of matter in space. Yeah, time. Time. Gotcha. The aliens were helpful there. Whale! V3 equals about... Oh, this I don't get. Oh, shit, man. That's fucked up. Another constant being used to understand things. Yeah. Because it wouldn't make much sense communicating, like, here's what our days are or what our hours or seconds are, right? Because they would be different on a different sort of planet. A second's kind of arbitrary. Hang on. Is a second arbitrary? It is, isn't it? Have there ever been any scientific or mathematical propositions to base it on some sort of universal constant? Like to reformulate sort of a stop having ideas. I'm thinking. I'm having ideas. What's this? Different cakes, each undergoing whale. Hold on, let me check our periodic table in the reference tab. What are you searching for? Just a hunch for now. They're undergoing whale, which is... Whale has to be decay, right? That's what you undergo. I'm undergoing decay. Found it. It's the half-lives in the reference tab. Check out the periodic table. It has to do with the half-life data of certain elements. Good find. How do we respond? By comparing the half-lives of the cakes. It's a ratio they're expecting. Divide one by the other. You do it. Right. So, how fast are these cakes decaying? V3 equals VO. V1 divided by. I don't know why it's telling me that. I don't know what's asking me for here. Ugh. Cake 26 V1 equals V5. This I just do. It's asking me for V7 rounded to 3 digits, right? So how will we come up with that? We don't have enough to go on, surely. Well, we must do. Well, let's go into the references tab. That's where they pointed us to. Where do they talk about? It's in physics. Decay. Okay. The half-life of an isotope tracks this value. Alright. I know about half-life. Got the head cramps and Alex Vance. Yeah, okay, I know about that. Very roughly. Decay modes. Brilliant. This is all just mathematics. Half-life. Here's an example graph. Oh, God. Formula for radioactive decay. Where A is the final amount. B is the starting amount. D is the time elapsed. H is the half-life. Oh, God. I need to know what this is, right? A carbon cake. We need to know what cake this is, I presume, right? Can I go into the periodic table? Will this help here at all? Like, I have no clue here. 2, 6. We get the half-lives in here. So if this is 2, 6, is this saying isotope 4 helium-6 here for 2? Maybe. Because then we'd go 11, 2, 5, whatever that is. I'm so out of date with my chemistry. I've only ever looked at this table from time to time. What's this? So 11, 2, 5. Because then this will allow us to get stable. No. Half-life 59.16 seconds. Okay, so that allows us to get something else here, right? Very good. So, annoyingly, V5 is shared here. I was really hoping that this was just going to be its own its own. Shit. All right then. I'm going to need to write this down, aren't I? Or rely on you lot. We need to work out multiple V's here. Yeah, this is giving us V5. I didn't see that V5 was repeated. I was like, okay, this is just an example one, and then it's going to give us one we have to work out. But when I saw V5 there, I was like, no, that means I have to work out the first bit and then remember what V5 means. Right. You know what I don't get here? We've only got one instance of V0. We've got variable 3 equals variable 0 divided by variable 1. Right? But then variable 0 doesn't come up again. So what the hell? How am I supposed to work out what any of those are? They haven't got any numbers. That's harsh, man. The first part's just defining the half-life formula. Oh, that's killer. No, I don't get this at all. When it says cake 2, 6, right? So isotope 2, 6, V1 equals V5. I have no clue what that means. I don't know what it's asking me to do there at all. Like how I'm supposed to work out V5 from that when it's not giving me anything to do with it. It's just like, here's an isotope, and then it says V1 equals V5. Which, whatever that means. That's just the foot. But I need to know what V5 is because they use that in this one. So I have to know the actual number. Ugh. We're going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a while. Let me look at the previous transmission. See, I kind of just skipped one, didn't I? I was just like, yeah, I get it. Show me the next one. Hoping that we'd eventually get to the end of this decay section. But we've not. Right, let's rename cake to isotope, because I'm fairly sure it's isotope. Farewell, cake. Good. I will turn off log now. Alright, time equals isotope decay variable 0. So are they reusing that through multiple messages, essentially? Time equals ETC. I haven't got a clue what they're talking about there. Yeah, this is just the same formula, isn't it? So that teaches me nothing. Oh, God. Let's go back into the... Alright, I'll get there eventually. Physics. Radioactive decay. I need, like... I don't like that I'm seeing different sums. I don't get that at all. It could just be written a different way and be the same sum. Time goes on. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so if... I think I'm overcomplicating this one. I think I'm trying to work out too much. I think all this is asking us to do is go here and then take this, which I'm going to have to write down. We get music back. Oh yeah, I'll put that back on in a sec. I just didn't want to be ranting over music. That's what I think. Let's go back to the settings. There we go. I'm really bad at getting to the reference tab. I always lose where it is. Periodic table. $11.25. So then the other one here is 59. 1, 6. Do all the zeros matter there? What's with all the zeros? What what function do the 4 zeros have exactly? That I don't understand. So then we go. This is done one of these ways around, and I forget which one already. 59.16 with 4 zeros. For some reason, they mean fuck all. It shows you how precise the measurement is. Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Like, listen, this is really precise. So, rounded to 3 digits would be 73.3, I think. Oh, I really made a meal out of that one. I thought it was asking me to do a more complicated sum, and it was messing my brain up. Panda. Panda equals time count 1. So this is an individual unit of time is a panda for them. It's weird they count in pandas. Visual available. It's drawing something. Alright, we have an isotope, we have protons, neutrons, electrons. Brilliant. Why would it ask me to define panda? And whatever. So this is isotope 2,6 watt, right? And we have one split off neutron here. So let's go have a little look. Let's go have a little look. Two, six, question mark. Now that's interesting. So it's got 4 neutrons is what we're looking at there. This one only got 3 because it's flew away. So is this asking me what it's become, or is it just the word decay? Nice. Nice. Panda. Alright, so this is giving us... This is going to give us the exact, like, what their second is, isn't it? Got so angry during rant, had to go cool off by cooking work lunch. I'm very sorry. For anyone who's turned up post-rant, I spent the first half an hour of the stream just ranting. Well, I think I got it out. Alright. One of the radiation types is just neutrons. One is the usual radiation, and one is it. How does radiation work? It's a bit weird, that one, isn't it? It's essentially like magic, isn't it? I like the symbology people come up with to try and keep future intelligent life from going near radioactive dump sites. Like, this will kill you. like, like that's gonna stop anyone. They'll think it's magic rocks. They're gonna dig into it and eat it. All right. We have decays here again. Isotope 26 variable 1 equals 1 panda. If time equals 0, panda and V2 equals... Oh no, hang on. If time equals 0, panda, and variable 2 equals 4096, then isotope 2.6 count is the same. If time equals 1 panda and this, then that's half. So if it's 2, then it's going to be halved again, right? Possibly. If we're going in half-life, like 1 panda is the half-life of this, then that'd be 1024, right? Whee! I don't know how analogous panda is to second, because I don't know what the half-life of a helium isotope is in our time, but you know. Oh yeah, we were working with it before. It's like 0.8, right? Something like that. 0.8066. Alright, what are we looking at? Isotope 1126 count equals. Jesus Christ. Isotope 1125 variable 1 equals 73.261 etc pandas, right? So it's saying that the decay of this is 73 pandas, alien seconds. If it's that, then it hasn't decayed at all, so the isotope count is exactly the same. If time equals, oh shit, 146.1522, I don't know. That's crazy. They want you to do actual maths. That's messed up, right? Oh. I was gonna be like, I was thinking it's gonna half or it's gonna double. I was I was thinking about trying to cheat. Oh, I'm lost again. It's just an exponential. I don't know what that means. I've burned out my brain with being angry today. Because it's different than the last one, right? I'm just gonna try doubling this. I'm gonna try doubling it, and then I'm gonna try halving it. I do not know how to do this. I'm gonna have to look things up and it's killer. Alright, let's have a look. So here it's just the different isotope is fucking me up. 11 to 25. Let's look that up. It's the same one from the last one, right? Someone is drilling upstairs. So this has a half-life of 59 seconds, essentially. But what is... we need to do 59 seconds. What is 146.5 pandas? Because we're working in 2 different units of time here, aren't we? But if it's this, if it's like, it's essentially a minute, right? And this is like, each one of these is 0.8 seconds. It's probably around 2 minutes, right? Which is probably just gonna half it. And if not, then it'll half it 1 extra time other than that. So let's do that. We'll just try both of these. Yeah, they're gonna tell me off about the fact that seconds aren't pandas. There we go. I thought you were right on with that one. Me too. The duration of the transmission is twice that, the half-life of isotope 1125. It's twice the half-life? That means he'll cut in half once more. Ah, there we go. Why would it be 0.8 seconds? Why would they? Yeah, it's the half-life of helium-6 is what they are using as one time unit, it seems. Which I think we have to put that here, actually, don't we? Do we say isotope to 6? We do. Trans time equals trans frequency count panda times trans 0 time equals 1 panda. Fuck. Transmission. So this is transmission time equals transmission frequency count multiplied by the number of pandas. It's trans. Another old friend. I did not expect such linguistic sentimentality from you guys. What's trans doing here anyway? It's J.K. Rowling. Right. Trans time equals trans frequency count multiplied by number of alien seconds, right? See, this music is what I didn't want to be playing earlier when I was ranting about the British press hounding a man to death. I had to switch the music off before I even started ranting because that would have been ridiculous. Trans 1 256 time equals 1 panda. Is this how long it takes to... Yeah, okay, so it's the amount of frequencies means it takes a certain amount of time to transmit the message, right? So because that was only 1, that's 1 panda. And here, 256, it counts as a single. That's numbers are handled by a single frequency, aren't they? Hang on. We need to go all the way back to number 5, which is was handled with a single one. So that's 4. This should be... Nope, I'm wrong. Oh no, hang on. I'm not wrong. They count the transmissions differently than we do because they start at 0 and we start at 1, right? So their transmission 2 is different than ours. We do not start at 1. What do we start at? Pervert start at 1. So that's the... Oh, fuck it. I am completely wrong. Okay, so it's what they're sending. Okay, so that's not... That is 0 and 1 and 2, not 0, 1, 2. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going to say 4. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, not 2,345 is what I think I'm trying to say. But apparently I'm wrong. Meteor is wrong. It is 4. I trust your math, Batista. The label or unit that follows in their examples. Oh, we didn't put panda, of course. It makes me feel better about missing that Batista missed it as well. Treat. Tree. Tree equals diff. Do I need to go and change at the dictionary? Where the hell is diff? Do not have a line break after it. I think I do. Okay, tree. Tree equals diff time. Time equals diff tree. Diff equals yeah, I think I was using diff as in the distance between 2 points, which I didn't know if it was the difference between the two numbers or if it was physically the different, like the distance between 2 points in space, you know? Yeah. So tree is distance divided by time, essentially. So tree is speed, right? Yeah. I know that. I know some things. I feel the need for speed. That's anachronistic. Or is it? Hang on. Was Top Gun quoting something else? From earlier? When did Top Gun come out? So we put, let's recompile it. Speed time multiplied, I think. Like that. Oh, hang on. I used this, didn't I? It's time for this to become dist. And we'll do panda as well, why not? But now it can be second, even though it isn't second. It's an alien second, you know? The second. How do we know that's the same as our second? It's not. It's 4/5. Keep panda. I can't keep panda because what if they try to talk to us about pandas down the line? Then I'm gonna be shit out of luck, aren't I? I'll be confused. Oh, fuck. Alright. If something is at 0.00 and then it's at 80, it moves between those 2 points. It takes 4 seconds. Move time equals 4 seconds. Then the speed is 2 units of distance per second, right? I can do that some. What if they grow pumpkins? Oh god. I didn't think. Thanks for joining. Let's dive in. Get us started, Collins. We're pretty excited. Do you remember the duration of each frequency? 0.80 something something seconds. We found the basis of said unit of time. Now once again, chemistry, or physics rather, is beyond my expertise. Dr. Akers, could you summarize how it works for us, because you're so smart and so special? It's the half-life of a specific isotope of heat. I've been saving my playthrough of this on YouTube, I realise. Now this one is, if anyone ever wants to watch me play this for whatever reason, they're gonna just have half an hour of me miserably ranting at the start of this episode. That's fun. It's their unit of time, their second. It's the basis for the transmissions, their frequencies. Goodness, it's been a long time since we've discussed the alien hertz, right? That was Batista's clever way of tracking the difference in frequencies between each signal. And now you've gotten to the root of it. The half-life of helium. Helium-6, helium with 4 neutrons. It's way too heavy to be natural. They artificially shove neutrons into a helium atom. It's horribly unstable. Why did they choose that as the basis for a unit of time? Unstable isotopes like that can't be found naturally since they decay before we'd ever observe them. They would have had to have developed quite advanced nuclear science before settling on that as a time unit, which reinforces their perceived incredible technology. As you've demonstrated from their material science, they're quite advanced. But why base their time on a man-made or alien-made isotope? It's artificial. How could it predate the simple concept of measuring and dividing time by units? We do the same thing on Earth. Just a decade ago, we redefined the second based off some complex nuclear thing with cesium. Is this true? So scientists all over the world could replicate the same exact unit of time. Huh. They needed to normalize the second to extreme precision. So we found a behavior of atoms that's exactly the same. Huh. A unit of time from far before their advanced science, but a unit that must be normalized for alien scientists all over their globe. It's quite cool. We can determine the exact duration of 1 second. 0.866 seconds. That's gonna mess me up eventually, I'm sure. Having it have the same name. That's a lot of big fucking words in there. You'll pardon my French. Time. Good get. I'm finding my place. I must work on an important update. Alan will appreciate it. It's a button that gives Alan a little pat on the head. How do you spell albinoric? I don't know how you spell albinoric. I know you know. Bloodborne, now on PC. Bloodborne 2022. Way more sums. We all love sums. Speed equals 4 distance units a second, or whatever that means. Time equals 0 seconds. Great, on your marks. Okay, it moves 64 in 16 seconds. That's brilliant. Okay, so it moved 64 in 16 seconds. So it moved 32 in 8 seconds. So if time equals 1 second, then 0.0, well, it says speed equals 4 distance a second, so 0.0 is at 40, right? What on earth am I looking at? Yeah. Right. Pardon, Batista, were you here all night? Oh, looks like it. You need sleep. Working on an important update. It can wait. We have plenty of tools to continue our translation already. This one is important. We'll be done soon. Speed equals question mark. Okay, it moved 24 points in 3 seconds. So it's 8. That's relatively easy. If you've got the words and, you know, the formatting down for some of these, they are just relatively simple sums. You know? Fuck me. Of course. We need units. Oh, it's, yeah. Of course, it's 8 dist, isn't it? I think we have to say. Alright, let's look at how they wrote it exactly in the last one. Dist second. There we go. Come on, throw me a bone here. I know what I'm asking. You say 8. That's what you want. Oh, sorry, it's 8 distance units per second. Come on. Spider's being very obnoxious here. I guess they need to know I get it, 0.000. I'm with it so far. Time equals 14 second. 0.0. Variable 0, variable 1, move. If time equals 66 seconds, then 0.0 move time. It's just giving us variables there. I guess it's like if it's there after 14 seconds and then it's there after 66 seconds, then how long did it move for? Why was it moving before it got there? let's try one possible answer of this, right? Okay, it was just between the 2 points it gave us. Wow. It's coloured confetti. When did this happen, Alan? The confetti, it's coloured now. Glad. Oh, we did it for him. Don't tell me this is what you sacrifice your sleep for, Batista. Don't tell me this is your big update. It is. Come on, Carrie, look at it. This is great. This was not important. This was important. I can't wait for the next transmission if it means more coloured confetti. Hee hee hee. This would make Ashley cry. Ashley would be crying now. She likes when someone does something nice for someone else in media. It always starts her crying. Especially if they've previously been like quite testy like these two. Alright. Speed equals what? If 0.0 is at 1-2 and time is 480 seconds, and then it's at 2 different places, time equals 498 seconds. Huh. Alright. Yeah, the character writing's quite good in this, isn't it? I like it. They have they have clear individual voices. It helps that they have different fonts for their text as well. I think that's clever. Alright, 0.0 is there. Okay, so after 18 seconds, it's moved 9, right? Which means its speed is 0.5 dist second. I think. Whee! That's neat. Yes, how it works is what we're getting is these frequencies displayed at the top of the screen, but we have named each of the frequencies different things, and they are visually displayed here. But really all you're doing is sending back radio waves of different frequencies. And if you get what, like, the expected answer that they it's like a confirmation, then it sends you a new signal, which is really cool. I like the conceit of this game a lot, you know. Time equals 0 second. I also like that you can just rename anything. Like, here's all of the things that we've come up with so far. Like, you can call time bananas if you like, and it will just say bananas. And you can modify the formatting so, like, they appear differently. I'm still not totally sure about some of my labels for the signals. Right then. Time is 0 seconds. 0.5 is at 0, 0. 0.5 moves to 6, 0. 0.5 moves to 0.3. 0.5 moves to 0. Okay, neg 6. Then neg 3. Okay, so it just flew between a whole bunch of different points. So it's time equals 2.25 seconds, and move distance equals 18 distance. So that is that's 18 multiplied by 2.25, right? Which I'm sure some of you clever maths people can do in your heads, but I can't. Some around 40. 40.5. There we go. That's not bad. Oh, it's the no, it's not that. Yes. Ha 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 ha. It's the other way around. Ugh. No, no. It's this. It's 8. There we go. I did me sums wrong. These are squids. Squids equals speed. Statement: speed 0 is greater than squids equals false. Squids equals speed? Statement: speed 0 is greater than squids is false. Okay, so something that isn't moving isn't bigger than whatever squids are. It's what we can pass from this so far. Statement: squids are faster than any speed. It's true. It's true or false. We need more information about squids. I'm just picturing squids racing at the moment, which is not helpful. Frequency, move, speed equals squids. frequency move speed equals squids. Is this how fast the transmissions move, as opposed to how long the transmissions take to be sent to us? Ugh. The speed that cannot be exceeded. You have an idea? I think I know what this is. If we get this right, then I'll know for certain. Oh, well, don't just chime in or anything. Would these frequencies come at the speed of light? Are they defining a speed of light? Radio waves are just electromagnetic waves. I guess I don't know how fast electromagnetic waves travel. But I know that Alan would know this. So I'm thinking that squids move really fast. Way. This is carrots. Okay, carrots equals distance. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. Carrots equals squids 1 second multiplied. Carrots equals what count 1? Let's have a look at their idea. I think I know what squids represents. It's the fastest speed in the universe. Speed of light. Yeah, well, you know, they just gave me that one, but I was onto that. Which, of course, they represent with C, don't they? Oh, I was kind of expecting them to... I thought Batista would say clean for that one. So carrots is what? Carrots equals the speed of light multiplied by 1 second. So carrots is a light second. I guess. Like a light year. Or like a light second. Or is this like... Is this like defining this, or is this like giving me a sum to do? I'm gonna go with it's defining a light second right now. I can't put C-sec, so that'll just read as C-section. I'm gonna put light sec for now. I don't know if that's the case, but... This I don't know. A light second is distance, that makes sense. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. We understand that. A light second is the speed of light multiplied by 1 second. And then it says light second equals what? Count 1. A second? Because this it's multiplied by 1 second. What does it count? Well, it says light sec equals dist up here, so do we just plug that in? Yeah, just dist count 1, like is don't quite get the format in there, but I think I'm down with the general idea. This is Big pen. Pig pen. 1 pig pen equals 1 light sack divided by 134217728. What the fuck is that about? Oh. That's a crazy way around to do this, isn't it? Oh, let's go into the references. Physics. The speed of light. The speed of light in a vacuum is that many meters per second. Does this make sense what I'm doing right now? I don't know if it makes sense. I missed how you defined second. Yeah, it's not the same as our second. It's about 0.8 seconds. It's a second. Which is going to mess me up here, right? Because we're going to have to... Like, this is our second, isn't it? Not their second. So we are going to have to do 0.8066. We're going to have to, what, divide that by that? Is that their light second or ours translated to theirs? Oh, fuck, I don't know. It'd be multiplied, wouldn't it? Fucking hell, I don't know. Their light second is shorter than ours. Well, hang on. If this is this divided by that, can't we just double that? For 2 of them? Or does that not work? Whee! Huh. Pumpkin 0, x distance is something Pigpen. Is Pigpen a different sort of unit then for measuring distance? .6 Pigpen, 2.1 Pigpen. Fuck, is it asking me how big the pumpkin is? But I don't know how big it is. Do I have that anywhere? This is, yeah, I'm gonna pencil in meter here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go into the references. Hopefully, like, if they're giving me this, then they must have written down in the references or somewhere how big, there we are, the meteor is. Okay, so its height, they have a different XYZ than us as well, which is fun. Okay, so we can do this. So they're 2.1 meters on the height as RZ is 3.8, right? So our 10.6 meters on the width is R19. So 22.8. Could we just do some bullshit here? Let's do calculator. I'm hoping it's going to let me get away with bullshit. Although we don't have, it's not 2A. That's 10.1, 2.6. Hopefully it's just truncated to 1 decimal point, right? Because we know ours is 19 and theirs is 10.6, so we divide by that, right? And then we copy that, and then we do times that 40.8. I hope that's so not right. Fuck. Because it's only a little bit more. No, maybe that is right. I don't know. Wait, I didn't put anything in. I like that they had an idea for entering nothing. Yeah, I know. I accidentally hit enter. Well, maybe it will work. I don't know. I shouldn't give up so easily, should I? No. That's a bit closer. Did I multiply when I should have divided? Or if we passed it the same way as this. I might have to stop trying to cheat this one. Yes! They only wanted it to 1 decimal place. They should have written that down. Yeah, it didn't have a round in. I like rounded it the same way that the others had been entered. I was just hoping that instead of going and trying to work out exactly what one of their meters is, I could just work it out by, because we knew the other 2 dimensions, didn't we? This one is Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Molecule 0, and then a bunch of other molecules and atoms. Molecule 0 larger, molecule 1. Molecule 1 Spider-Man. larger than Molecule 0 Spider-Man. Molecule 1 Spider-Man is smaller than Molecule 2 Spider-Man. I get it. Statement Spider-Man equals area equals... Well, Spider-Man isn't an area, is he? He's a Spider-Man. There we go. Proton Spider-Man equals 18.36.15267 etc. Electron Spider-Man, 2 Proton Spider-Man, Electron Spider-Man divided by 4 round equals... Ho ho ho. This seems like the kind of game where cheating an answer can have disastrous consequences. It can. If you've got something penciled in from like 10 frequencies ago where you're like, shit, I really need to go and work out what that means now. We know that it's something comparative about the different... that you can compare about different atoms, right? Because it was saying it was bigger and smaller. And that's in terms of... It was using larger than or smaller than maths symbols instead of larger and smaller the words. So it's some aspect of them that can be measured and compared. And... Well, I mean, hang on. Let's... Maybe this is in there somewhere for proton in the reference. Do we have that? Physics. Proton. Mass equals -1 Dalton. What the hell does that mean? This is approximately the same as a neutron's mass, but 1,836 times an electron's mass. Okay, that's like this. So it's proton mass equals this multiplied by an electron's mass. So it's mass. Unless that's a very... I mean, it wouldn't... It was these exact digits, so it would be very unlucky if this is now not mass. Spider mass. Mass. They're measuring matter. Good, good, good. Great, great, great. A lot of times it expects you to just push... Yeah, like in one instance, they gave us color even before we had color available on the computer monitors. So it was just an element of the thing that we could not know. Like, there was no way to know it. It was just like a blank question, you know, which I really like that. Proton mass equals this, multiplied by an electron's mass. 2 proton mass divided by 1 electron mass. Rounded to 4 digits. Yeah, my variable name for color was Nintendo because it had 64 different variables. Which makes perfect sense. What the hell? What's a Dalton? I don't know what a Dalton is. Dalton is the name of Arian. Oh well, great. Thank you, Snowpoint. That's really helpful. Do you think that's what the aliens are trying to talk to us about right now? The Daltons are the villains in Lucky Luke stories. Yeah, am I overthinking this one again? Let's underthink it. Okay. I underthought too much. Yeah, rounded to 4. So it's just this multiplied by 2. We don't have to copy all of it. Well, then again, I could because of the rounding. Alright, give me a second. Not dictionary. Calculator. That's probably enough. 3672.3. Alright, no new ones, luckily. Bigger or smaller? Question mark equals V. So this is going to be brackets, bigger or smaller symbol, repeated 4 times, right? Oh, fuck. I do not like these transmissions. After my parents divorced, I'd read Lucky Luke comics at my father's house because he didn't really have any of the kids' books. I remember my dad had a series of incredibly trashy cowboy stories featuring someone whose surname was Edge, and then there was another series where someone's surname was Steel, so it was like the Edge series and the Steel series, and then there was a crossover and those were Steel Edge. And that's all I remember that, and I remember one other aspect of those books, which is that at much too young an age, I learned some things from those books. Let's say I probably shouldn't go into. I learned about cowboys at too young an age. No brute forcing. I think that's the point. The aliens don't want us stranded later. Agreed, Batista. Alright. We only need to work out the first 2 and then we can brute force it. Reference. Chemistry. These are elements. Alright, 16. versus 1, right? So is smaller than... No, hang on. Bigger than. I read them the wrong way around. That's not going to help. Okay, 1 atom 8 mass is bigger than 1 atom 1 mass. So we have our first one is bigger than. One atom 2 mass and 1 atom 6 mass compared. Okay, we can do that. That's 4 and 12. Okay, so we've got bigger than, smaller than. Is everyone gonna kill me if I do this? Oh my god, I guessed it fucking right the first time. Right. Brilliant. I didn't look at the second half of that. But it was either smaller, 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 bigger, bigger, smaller, or bigger, bigger, right? And of all those, I just randomly typed it in correctly. Okay, brilliant. Signal 68. You know what that means. Carrie, will you do the honors? Oh, I don't know. You got this. Happy dictionary, happy life. Ha ha ha, yes. I don't quite understand, but I'm glad it's a bonding point for you two. This one is obviously giraffe. Giraffe. Second equals time giraffe. I can't say the word giraffe easily. Giraffe. A light second is a distance giraffe. Okay, so a second is a time unit. A light second is a distance unit. A meteor is a distance unit. Light second equals speed. Meter second equals light second equals speed. Oh, this is like in. So meters per second is a speed unit. But not a unit yet, because we haven't renamed it. Let's make sure not to let ourselves get behind here in the thing. Unit? Abstractly defining benchmarks for comparison. Oh, something's finally piqued your interest. No longer. Back to programming. It was fun while it lasted. This is Hippo. Hippo is a mass unit. Variable 0 equals 8 to the power of 29? What the fuck? Hippo equals variable isotope multiplied by 26.56 mass? What the hell? Hippo is a mass unit. It's the mass of that isotope. So is that like mass for you know what? Skip. We need more context. Oh, well, I do anyway. As long as it doesn't... Oh, I was about to say, as long as it doesn't say hippo, we're laughing. Okay, so hippo is just a unit of mass, is what I'm reading it as for now, okay? So variable 0 equals 8 to the power of 29. Molecule 0, which is 2 isotope 1s and an isotope 816. Fuck me, man. This is a lot of information. Oh. Yeah, it's probably a kilogram, yeah. Something like that. Or, you know, it could be a gram. Or anything like that, couldn't it? I don't know how big 8 to the power of 29 atoms of something is. I have trouble visualizing that. Could be a ton. I don't know. Hmm. So we've got molecule 0 and what isotopes it's made of. And then we've got molecule 0 mass divided by that. Oh my god. Molecule 0 mass divided by isotope 2656 mass equals 0.322 and so on. Then molecule 0 mass variable 0 multiplied by it equals 0.322 and so on. Hippo. Ha 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 ha. Variable 1 equals 2 times variable zeros, right? So that's 2 times 8 to the power of 29 is what this is. Variable 1. I mean, everything in between this and this, I don't understand. I will say. I understand it telling me this, and then I understand this saying V1 is 2 of these. I'm with it so far. So this is V1 molecule 0 mass. Which is this multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. No, wait. Not multiplied by 3. They do it the other way around, remember. It's multiplied by 2 and then rounded to 3 digits. Yeah? Wait, hang on, to 3 digits. Shit. Why not? Well, I'm wrong. Hang on, wait. The mass has to be in hippos. It's 0.64 hippo. Haha! Got it right. No problem. This is... what's this one? Captain Picard. Okay, Picard equals 8 to the power of 27. 1.48317564 multiplied by what? 8 to the power of 27 multiplied by 1.48, and so on is what it's saying there. Hippos. So this is giving us a bigger unit of weight. Okay, so a hippo is 1 unit of weight, and then a Picard is bigger. So a Picard's bigger than a hippo. That's what it's saying. I think. Which is messing up my visualization now because Captain Picard is smaller than a hippo. Mass unit Picard, mass unit hippo, distance unit meter, distance unit light sec, time unit is a second, right? Yeah, kilogram, and then I don't know what a Picard would be. My favorite part of the week, meeting with the translation team. Ah, hey look, he's doing the Riker maneuver right now. Let's switch things up. Dr. Shaun, give us the report. Nope. I can't talk. We've defined a range of units, and with this, we can communicate measurable information. Measurable information? Metal gear? They've communicated a system of measurements for us. Sounds promising. What kinds of units have they defined? Light sec for distance, second for time, and hippo for mass. Nothing for energy, temperature, or electricity. Go on. Funny enough, the aliens defined 2 redundant units as well. Much smaller meter for distance and a much larger Picard for mass. Redundancy is unusual. They define new terms sparingly. Over 60 hardly feels sparingly. I am 1,700 millimeters tall. You feeling alright, Dr. Batista? Collins, what's his deal? Unsure, sir. Describing my height in millimeters is horrible. I remember someone shared a screenshot where they had asked Google, Theresa May, how long PM? Meaning, how long was she the Prime Minister? And Google returned how long Theresa May is in picometers. Which is great. We don't use meters, Sophie. What's this deal? They're redundant units, different units for different scales. I follow. The woo, that was a roundabout explanation. Alright, they might be useful later. I'd love to stay longer and ask you far about everything. Apparently humans need to spend a quarter of our lives asleep. Hopefully a third. A fifth is fine. I have one more to give. Give it to Acres, you fuck. No! If you don't give Acres a trophy, I'm gonna kick off. Oh, we got a new scene. In the parking lot. You clocked out a bit ago. What are you still lingering here for? He wants a trophy. A lot of stars out tonight. My goodness, you're right. Should head home and get some rest. Gonna need you nice and sharp tomorrow. Yeah. Why do you want me on the translation team? Because you're a good astronomer. What's more to say? There's plenty of good astronomers. You had your pick of the litter. It's a big name. Wow. Some fancy ones. I personally know a dozen colleagues smarter than myself. But you set your sights on a 34-year-old with a jumpy career. A career that straddled radio astronomy and the Apollo missions. And he said, yep, that's the man I need to decipher an alien message. What if it was just random? You're a good astronomer, Akers. Take me seriously. I do alright, but I'm nothing next to the giants. Oh, don't compare yourself to me, struggling to do basic maths. I'm no titan of my field like that. What am I supposed to be a titan of exactly? Rudimentary multiplications. There's two kinds of good, Akers. There's good in ability and good in character. Batista's a good guy, but he's better with computers than he is a person. He's a good man. I know he's a good man. Couldn't have picked him otherwise. I think the whole world has thankfully turned out to be a moral person. His life could have been a few bad days away from making a supervillain. Instead, we have the quiet, obsessive, sometimes sassy computer genius that he is. I'm no genius, but I've got a good heart. I'm no genius either, Akers. I've made a long career for myself by being where I'm needed, and by working as hard as I possibly can to do for others. I read your file and saw someone who did what it takes. Oh yeah, this is reference in his previous work. I like the scene. This is reminding me of the scene in The Next Generation where Picard explains why he picked Riker out of all the available officers. Don't sell yourself short. You're a good astronomer. You know your stuff. This team didn't need another genius. It needed someone who'd show up every day and put his best foot forward. It needed you. You make a... Well, he kind of just annoys everyone, doesn't he? Maybe Aiken. is Does Doppler just have a crush on him? I'll give you a job on the pumpkin project. Everyone's really pro Akers all of a sudden. Decided it was best to gaze at the stars for a while. Oh look, we got a little... Look at that. It's a little editorializing here. So telling us we're getting stage directions now. In the auto log. When your buddy's depressed, you give him a clumsy pep talk. I don't. I tell them to sack up. I'm 5'7", roughly 1700 millimeters tall, or 0.94 meters. We've spent nearly 300 transmissions with the meteor. You can finally measure time, distance, and mass. We gotta be getting out of maths soon, right? We've gotta bring on the words. Bring on the words. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. Pumpkin Zero area rounded to 3 equals what? Meter 3? That's confusing. Let's have a look in the references here. The area of it means for three-dimensional shapes, their area is volume, right? pumpkin area is round. Oh god, I don't get this. What meter free? That I don't get. Ooh. Like, obviously it's a three-dimensional object. An area means volume, I think. Here. And we have the volume of it there. So if meter free just means, you know, it's just we need to do this into their meters then, don't we? So what's the ratio of a human meter to an alien meter? It's 1.8. I totally forgot that, but I will trust chat. Is this correct? Could this be correct? That's now in the reference tab, is it? Alien units. Oh, so it is. 1 meter is approximately 1.80236. 1.80236. Maybe that'll get rid of the recurring for us. No, that's just changed it slightly. I don't know. What's it expecting me to put here? It can't be that. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Idea available. Let's hear it. The pumpkin has a volume of that. How do we convert that to cubic meters? That doesn't seem right. Not right. We have 3 dimensions to deal with. So we multiply by 100 3 times. 1 cubic meter is 100 by 100 by 100 cubic centimeters of water. We divide it by that 3 times to calculate. Oh god. 3 dimensions is too many dimensions. You don't need that many, really, do you? I mean, this can't be right. That doesn't feel right either. No. I am just... Does it want it to 3 places? It says 3. I didn't see the word round in there. Oh, no, it is. It is. I just completely blanked on it being rounded. There we go. Pumpkin zero mass. Pumpkin zero mass 5 round equals 87144 hippos. Alright. I agree. We got beeps. Transmission 300. Can you believe it? Yes, we work every day for 12 hours. Or, you know, every other day for 3 hours. It only makes sense we will progress so far. Party pooper. See his point. It's the big 300. I think he's celebrating in his own, albeit strange way. Oh, sure. Party pooper Batista. Now he's gonna get all depressed about how everyone thinks he's a downer, and then he's gonna need a pep talk from Doppler. Oh, they're back again. Hello. I think this transmission is an info dump. They're giving us the specs on the pumpkin. Pumpkin zero move speed equals... Shut up, you all! I haven't had a chance to read this one yet. I've fought a lot these past few weeks. Great. Get a diary. I'm happy to be here, to be a part of the team. Thanks for helping me understand my place in all this. I get the coffee. Happy to have you, Alan. It was quite vain. Oh, there's some truth to that. More than I'd like. Well, I'm in much higher spirits now. You don't need to kick him when he's like, thank you, I'm over my rotten and he's like, that was really shitty of you. Like, he knows. He's over it. Way, coffee. Too soon, you garbled. You're lucky the transcript didn't catch that. He called him a horrible slur. Do you think Oppenheimer had to deal with this sort of stuff during... Yeah, he had to deal with other scientists coming to his office and being like, maybe we shouldn't drop a weapon of mass destruction on a city full of school children who don't know that it's coming, and we're not going to give them any warning, and it'll be absolutely like a horrible sort of war crime instance of mass slaughter. And he was like, get out, shut up, fuck off with that. Not interested in any of that. Until it happened, and then he was like, oh god, what have I done? Frick, honestly. I hate Oppenheimer. He's such an asshole. He's like, a whole bunch of other scientists all got it before he did. Like, maybe we shouldn't actually use this thing. This is like, has terrible potential. And he was like, nope, we're doing it. And then the moment after it was done, he was like, oh my god, that giant bomb we made hurt people. Like, yeah, dickhead, of course it did. Like, what, you couldn't foresee that? I liked in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. I thought it was going to be more like glazing Oppenheimer than it was, you know, so which has made me, I went into it with some trepidation, but he was fairly critical of the man, you know. But I like the beginning that with the anecdote about Oppenheimer poisoning his professor's apple, and then only after doing it realizing what he's done and trying to take it back. Like, that is a good start point for an introduction to the character there, because it's someone who had an idea to do something destructive and stupid and then did it, and then only after he did it realized the dangerous, like the harmful potential of it, and attempted to undo it. And that's like just what he did with the nuclear bomb, essentially. Ashley!
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Cool.
The game I've been playing is really fun.
What are you playing?
Like 3 things at the same time. The recent one I got you to get for me.
You got me to got for you?
The Morrowind one.
Morrowind?
I can't remember the name of it.
I'm sorry to ask you such a difficult question, actually.
I'm sorry.
The game I played so fun. What is it? I don't know.
Should I go look really quick? It's called like the Lamp of the Cursed God or something.
The Lamp of the Cursed God.
I don't know. That's like a very rough guess.
What else do you think it might be called?
Shut up.
The Lamp of the Cursed God? What's Ashley talking about here? Help me out. She said the Morrowind one. The Lamp of the Cursed God. The Curse of the... Hmm. The way in which he was sad seems self-centered. Well, it's very like they go into it in the Oppenheimer movie as well, but it's very sort of allowing himself to be attacked and his character to be picked apart in the press as a kind of like you know, him feeling that he deserves punishment for what he has done, and perhaps hoping that if he lets himself be hit enough, people will come to see him as a sympathetic figure rather than a monster who did this horrible thing, you know. And I was quite impressed that Nolan made a movie that included quite nuanced criticisms of the main character, you know? Like, it would have been easy to make just a, like, he's the genius who won the war by making this cool invention, you know? Like, that would have been a much easier way to do it. What's a game that's just come out that has something to do with a lamp in it? I can't even ask her. She went into the bathroom and just hasn't come out. Well, whatever. That's just asking us about the meteor. It's telling us where it's moved and how fast it's moved. Really. They did leave a lot of the bad things they did out of the film. They did. Well, I think I was expecting like just a 100% glazed job essentially. So I was kind of impressed that it was at all sort of grey area. You know? This one's lamp. This one is the ash symbol. There we go. The Lantern of Laughless Saint. What's this? I've never seen this before. She said I got this for her.
Your story starts with a dream.
But I didn't. A solo or co-op RPG inspired by Morrowind. Release date the 17th of August. I'm gonna talk myself out of having given Ashley a present here because she thinks I gave her this, but I didn't. I could get her to get me something in return. I could get a free game out of this. The Lantern of the Laughless Saint.
Oh.
We worked it out.
Oh, cool. Thank
I didn't buy you this, though.
you. Yeah, you did.
No, I definitely didn't.
Okay, well, you gave me the money for it this morning.
Did I? Was I
Yes.
asleep?
Yeah, I woke you up and I was like, can you give me money for this game? And you said yes.
You woke me up and asked if you could buy a game. I don't remember this.
You had to ask like 3 times how much money it was.
I was asleep. I was fully asleep for that whole conversation.
That's crazy.
Did I send you it on PayPal?
You did, yeah.
Shit. I could have... Don't have me open PayPal when I'm asleep. I could have sent anything to anyone. I need to check now. I never woke up at any point in that conversation, by the way.
That's wild. You were like fully standing up.
No, I wasn't. You're winding me up here. You just winding me up.
Well, I can't remember. I think you actually got up and knocked on my door or at one point. Or no, I think you called me back and you were like, how much money did you say it was? It was like £15.
I sent you £20 at 7 o'clock this morning.
Literally bright and early. I'm like, me want.
Hang on. I went to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something ridiculous because I couldn't sleep. So you woke me up basically in the middle of the night for me at 7 o'clock to ask me for 20 quid to buy
Hey,
this game.
remember I led my plea with, I know this is a horrible reason to wake you up. And
What do you mean? Remember? I don't remember.
Well, I literally had a whole preamble about how I was being horrible, and I know, but I also want the game.
Just use my bank card in future. Don't wake me up. I could have sent anything to anyone on my phone if you get me to open PayPal in the. That's wild that I don't remember that though. I never came all the way up. You were talking to a sleep, Shaun.
It's crazy.
It is, yeah.
Well, it's a good game. I made a glowing lady. What are you laughing at?
Someone in chat said that required some serious co-Jones.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, people remembering like things I've said wrong.
Co-Jones is really funny.
Oh, I really hope I've never said that in front of someone who was too polite. I used to say, I used to say behemoth.
That's fine.
And that's what someone corrected me. I was like, what? Because they said behemoth.
How often do you say the word behemoth? That
I know, but they corrected me like immediately. So I felt very chastened.
I think behemoth is that's a acceptable trend.
But I would say like
pronunciation.
behemoth.
Behemoth.
Like very.
It couldn't have come up that much.
Well, we were. You know how I use flibberty language a lot, but sometimes I don't know how to pronounce what I'm saying.
I don't correct you all the time, by the way. I only correct you about half the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because sometimes it feels it feels mean. Or if I've done it too often too recently, I'll skip one. So there's a few more knocking around in there.
What, you don't remember them?
No, no, I need to write them all down. But that just feels like I'm compiling notes on you, like you're a subject or something.
Have you told them about Colonel?
Colonel Sanders. That was a good one. Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, my whole class got a laugh out.
It's a sign of someone who reads a lot and learns words by reading them.
Yes. I mean, I suppose.
Yeah. So it's because you're learned.
Thank you. I'm gonna go through to my bed now. I'm not going to sleep.
Good night, Ash.
I'm not. I'm playing a game.
What game are you playing?
The Lamp of the Laughless Saint. The Laughless Saint and his lamp. The Lantern of the Laughless.
The Lantern of the Lanternless Saint. Oh my god. I love Ashley very much, but I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack. Oh, all right. What are what are we doing? Oh, just trying to follow Ashley in a conversation is just like it's like a roller coaster every time. She's so fun, but I feel like I need like a sit down and a cup of tea. I have to like just try to have a basic conversation with her because she's so chaotic. Oh, I can't believe she woke me up at 7 o'clock in the morning so I could buy her a computer game. Lamp ash. A lamp is a time unit. An ash is a time unit. One lamp is that many seconds. One ash is that many seconds. So lamp's the smallest. No, wait, what am I talking about? 1 second is the smallest. A lamp is the biggest, and an ash is in the middle. There we go. I love that you just full on did not remember. I could, if I'm in deep sleep and someone wakes me up, unless they wake me all the way up, I can stay asleep and converse. Fine. And like, it's hurt me. Like, I remember when I was like, I think I was like 20, someone called me and we made plans to go somewhere. I was fully asleep the whole time. And then they went there and I wasn't there. And then they called me again and were like, where are you? I was like, what are you talking about? You can sleep log into PayPal. I can wake Draynog up and talk to them and they don't remember in the morning. Yeah. Well, apparently Ash can pickpocket me without me realizing. Aliens make pumpkin. Aliens source pumpkin. Move Earth destination. I understand this. They're telling us that they made it and they sent it here. And that's how long it took to get here. And that's how many lamps it took to get here. So we're asked, now we have to work out how many ashes it took. Oh no, it's just, this is just a green. That's just a smaller amount of, yeah. There we go, it's like that many seconds, so that's many hours, we'll say. Let me have a little look at that actually. That previous transmission. I want to write these down. Seven, 0, 2, 0, 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 0, 9, 5, 3. There we go. And then the next one, lamp, is 1989715. Okay. So the calculator here, I want to copy this. And then copy this. So this many seconds is this many watts. Oh, Zoe is raiding with a party of 67. Welcome in, raiders. How are you doing? We're playing a game called The Message from Deep Space about translating an alien message from space. And it involves doing a lot of mathematics, more than I expected. It's taxing my dusty brain. Oh. Pumpkin speed. Aliens, source, pumpkin, move, Earth, destination, distance equals distance 0. Distance equals speed multiplied by time. I get that bit. Pumpkin speed is greater than 2353 light seconds. Lamp, I do not know what lamp means. That is a placeholder word. And pumpkin speed is less than 2941 light seconds. Lamp. Whatever lamp means. And pumpkin time equals 1989715. Lamp, then distance 0 is greater than variable 0, and distance 0 is smaller than variable 1. So what is variable 0 and 1? That's what that's asking us, and I do not know. I've been trying to play this game while watching Draenog's and your stream at the same time, and it's not been working well. That's got to be hard if you've got 3 different competing designations for each frequency. So this is an amount of seconds. That this is another amount of time, right? And this is equal to this. So if this is seconds, say this is hours, I don't know. And it divided by that. Oh god, I can't work this out. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to work out if this is 1 second, then how many is this? I think. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like this many seconds is this many hours in brackets, then what's 1? Would we need to do this divided by that? Nine days and 32 days. It could be like a week and a month, yeah. But, I mean, I don't know what this is going to tell me. So I'm going to give up on it for now. Right. So this is showing how fast the pumpkin was going on its way to Earth. It was going greater than this amount of light seconds and below this amount of light seconds. And the time it took was this amount. Then distance 0 is greater than variable 0, and distance 0 is less than variable 1. So this is saying if it went if this is its lowest speed and this is its max speed, and it took this amount of time, then what's the range of values for the distance away it began its journey? Something, right? So, and we are working out distances here, so it's the speed multiplied by the time it took. So variable 0 is gonna be variable 2, 3, 5, 3. Now, lamp here might throw this off, because I have no clue what lamp means at all. So, who knows if that messes this up. 1, 9, 8, 9, 7, 1, 5. I do multiplied, so that's the first one. Which I'm going to paste into chat so I can remember it. 2941. It's the second one. So then we respond. And then we copy this. Whatever the hell lamp means is probably going to mess us up here. Do we put dist after this? I don't know what the dist is, though. It's just dist. Just distance. But it's not... We don't have a value for it, other than whatever lamp might be. Guesses. We'll try light sex. Anyone not looking at the screen right now just did a double take, I think. Nice. We did it. We actually we got it. I was thinking it was going to take us longer to get that one. So their planet is between this amount of light seconds and this amount of light seconds away. That's really handy, isn't it? We can all visualize that. We all know exactly what planets are between that distance away from Earth, I think. Aliens Earth distance, this. Okay. Why doesn't it have a more exact... That's quite a long range there, isn't it? Why doesn't it know... closer? Wouldn't it remember, though? It's got a computer on it, right? Wouldn't it log a distance? I don't know. I double-checked the math. 1,989,715 lamps converted into human years is 179,442. Wait, that must mean the aliens sent the pumpkin 180,000 years ago. Oh, how many generations have they waited? That's wild. But they could not be talking to us at all right now, could they? This could all just be pre-programmed stuff in the computer of the meteor. Yeah, and they could be, I don't know. What should this one be? This can be Goku's. Alright, Goku. Statement 0 equals statement 1 or statement 2. Statement 0 equals true, then statement 1 equals true Goku. Statement 2, true Goku. Statement 1 equals true, and statement 2 equals true. Past that. This many lamps converted into human years. So this is like... Each one of these is like what? Just like 1.1... Something like 11 years? Something like that? What's this talking about? What is a lamp? About a month. A spider year. We don't know how close. Wasn't their planet really close to their sun? Didn't they send us a picture one time? Maybe it is an alien year. A lamp is a light source. Gonna put a month. Alright, what are Goku's? What do we have here, though? All we have is true-false statements. And some maths. But what does this have to do with anything? Variable 0 equals 1 and variable 1 equals 9. Goku, variable 0 equals 9 and variable 1 equals 1. What's happened there? They've swapped. Goku. Goku swapped the variables. Oh, God. I see the question mark here. I have no clue what it's asking me to put. It's just like question mark. Like, all right. Goku is strong enough to swap them. Statement 0 equals true. Then statement 1 equals true. Goku. Statement 2 equals true. Goku. Statement 1 equals true. And statement 2 equals true. It's just all true. Let's go into the logic. What have we got ones for? We've got... Do we have an and? We must have and. Right? Do we have and? We do have and, because and is showing up. But the only other logical operator we don't have to find is this one. So it's kind of got to be that, just by using game logic, right? Statement 1 or statement 2, I think. So that's this or this. That's or. Statement 2, and then equals true. Then statement 1 equals true. Goku. Statement 2. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, my head hurts. Mine too. Oh, God. Alright, what's this bottom bit saying? Variable 0, variable 1 multiplied equals 9, right? That's 1 times 9 is 9. And variable 0 is greater than 0. And variable 1 is greater than 1. Okay, so it's like 1 times 9 is 9. 9 times 1 is also 9. And they're both bigger than 0. I agree with this. This is true. So variable 0 equals 1 and variable 1 equals 9. So what? This is really... This is more than the logic. I'm about 75% of the way there on the logic. What it's asking me at all, I have no clue. Like, the parsing of this, like, it's just sort of ended. And I have no clue what it could be asking me next. Oh, wow. Thank you for making an emote big. I didn't even know that was a possible thing that could be done. Because this is just doing the same sum 2 different ways, right? So is this doing like a version of what's happening up here? Okay. If statement 0 is 1 or 2, and statement 0 is true, then either statement 1 or statement 2 must be true, right? Or they both have to be true. That's what that's saying. And then this is saying, if these multiply to 9 and they're both greater than this, then it could be this, or it could be 3 times 3. That's what it's asking. It's asking for another example of something that could be true given these parameters. Right, I'm on it. I got it. I need to write it the same way they did. So V0 equals 3 and V1 equals 3, right? And then maybe Goku at the end. I'll put Goku on there as well. Why not? Alright, let's get rid of Goku. Sorry, Goku, you're out. Nice. Oh, I feel good getting that one. 180,000 years. We'll never meet them. They'd be too far away. We'd be dead before getting there. Well, yes, but the individuals who made this message likely the species as a whole. Hopefully not. I hope not. It would have been nice to meet them. Let's get rid of Goku. Dragon Ball is so good. Variable 0 multiplied by variable 0 equals 4. Goku count equals 2. There's 2 Gokus now. Variable 0 equals 2 Goku neg 2. Oh wow, this I don't get. Oh man. Exactly, Tom the Snack. People don't get that. It's time dilation. It's still not possible because you're like, okay, well, we couldn't make that, you know, the technological leaps to make something capable of doing that within our lifetimes anyway. So it's still outside of our lifetimes, but it's not outside the possibility of someone's lifetime. Oh, I get it. Hang on. I'm being foolish. I was thinking, surely 2 by 2 is the only thing that could multiply itself and get to 4. But they're going into the negatives, aren't they? Shit off. That's killer. So what multiplied by itself equals 16? And we need 2 different... Goku counts here are... What's Goku mean here? Possible? Possibilities? I like Gokus. I mean, that's just Goku to me now, you know? Well, this is 4 Goku neg 4 is how they're choosing to write that, isn't it? Variable 0, variable 1 plus together equals 5. Okay, so that could be 0 and 5, it could be 1 and 4, it could be 2 and 3. But they're both bigger than 0. So that could be 1 and 4 or 2 and 3. Right, so the Goku count is 2. Unless it's doing that annoying thing mathematicians do sometimes, where they draw this in a grid and they say, okay, the possibilities are 1 and 4, 3 and 2, 2 and 3, and 4 and 1. Right? So we're going to find out how annoying the aliens are now. Fuck. They're annoying. Oh no. They're annoying. 1 and 4 is the same as 4 and 1. It's the same. Oh, this is one of the things that stops me understanding maths. No, it's not. It is though, isn't it? Functionally, it is. Depends on what you're doing, really. Variable 0 equals 1 and variable 1 equals 4 is not the same. Suppose if you put it in terms like that, I understand it. The aliens need to be precise. But it's harder that way. Yeah, okay, the variables. It's not... Yeah, okay. I'll concede on that point. You win today, alien mathematics. I am getting hungry, folks. So I'm gonna bow out today. Where'd we get up to? 308. We're getting there. I'm gonna save and quit and say thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for all of the support, as always. I'll be back. I might do something over the weekend, but if not, then I'll be back on Monday at the regular time. Who am I gonna raid? Let's raid. Don't do any more sleep shot. Blame Ashley. I need to go find out if she had anything else off me. I'm gonna raid Giant Bomb. Why not? Wonderful. Alright, I will see you all next time, folks. Farewell.